But I know we were talking about your couch, how beautiful it is. May sinasabi si Cheska kanina. Check, go.
Pipicturean din namin yung black stools namin.
Oh.
And our table that rolls.
And Kenneth Kubunpe, if you're watching, baka naman, sir. We would gladly
You can just
welcome.
use this one.
But thank you once again to the
May
Big
ilaw pa
Story.
yun.
Great show as always. One more day and then we, Thursday pa lang. Tomorrow will be, before
Weekend.
we go to the weekend. Thank you once again to Boss Cess, to Tita Sean, and to Madam Pawi. On play-by-play, we've got the Cleveland Cavaliers booking the first ticket to the NBA playoffs, plus day one of the PVL All-Filipino Conference Play-In Tournament.
And representatives from the League of Cities' first ever Mobile Legends Bang
Woo!
Bang tournament join us live in the studio to talk about the ongoing event and plans for esports in the future.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy League, Victor Modes puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, pass! Bakunas rejecting Espejo for the
After only 62 games this season, the Cleveland Cavaliers become the first team to book a spot in the NBA playoffs. The Cavs claimed their postseason ticket after beating the short-handed Miami Heat 112-107. Donovan Mitchell led the way with 26.7 rebounds and 5 assists. Darius Garland added 15 markers and 10 dimes. The Heat did put up a good fight, though, even held a 1-point lead with less than 3 minutes to go. But the Cavs answered back and even made 6 straight defensive stops to close the show. Bam Adebayo had a game-high 34 buckets for South Beach in a losing effort. Bam had to carry Miami as Tyler Hero, Kalel Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, and Andrew Wiggins all sat this game out with respective ailments. The Cavs have now won 12 in a row. They still own the East and overall standings with 52 victories and 10 defeats. The Heat, meanwhile, are 7th in the East with a 29-32 win-loss slate. At the post-game press conference, Coach Kenny Atkinson broke down Cleveland's amazing season so far.
Great talent, great continuity, and great togetherness. I mean, you take those 3 things, and it seems like, you know, everything's kind of gone our way, right? This year, it's funny, like, so is there some luck? Sure, there's luck. When you do this, there's got to be luck, because it's so hard to win in the NBA, and we've stayed healthy. You know, we've played game. You know, Tyler Hero's out tonight. Like, we have had some fortune. Let's be honest. So all those things in a you know, Tumblr, and that's the kind of season we're having. But it's special. Like, this is really special. You know, we know what we're going to be judged on, but we have to enjoy this. We have to enjoy this, a season like this.
Well, the team with the second best record in the NBA aren't too far behind the Cavs, especially with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scoring more than 40 points again.
MVP!
SGA had 41 points to be exact as the Oklahoma City Thunder cruised past the Memphis Grizzlies 120-103. The MVP frontrunner also led a third-quarter surge that gave the Thunder a 13-point edge heading into the payoff period. This is SGA's 10th game scoring 40 or more this season. He also had 8 assists. Shai's Memphis counterpart, Ja Morant, returned from a shoulder injury and tallied 24 markers in a losing cause. The Grizz are still without Jaren Jackson Jr., who's nursing an ankle injury. The Thunder remain rulers of the West, now with 51 wins and 11 losses. The Grizzlies have lost 4 in a row and are 4th in the conference with 38 victories and 24 setbacks.
6 more NBA games on tap for you tonight.
Let's take a look at the results. Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels both scored 29 points as the Minnesota Timberwolves roll past the Charlotte Hornets 125-110. Peyton Pritchard nails career highs of 43 points and 10 three-pointers to lead the Boston Celtics past the Portland Trailblazers 128-118. The Milwaukee Bucks blow out the depleted Dallas Mavericks 137-107 as Giannis Antetokounmpo reaches 20,000 career points.
Meanwhile, a balanced attack by the Washington Wizards tows them past the Utah Jazz 125-122. The Denver Nuggets rally in the fourth to beat the Sacramento Kings here 116-110. And lastly, James Harden turning back the clock, dropping 50 in the LA Clippers 123-115. Big dub over the Detroit Pistons. From the NBA, here at home in the PBA superstar Jason Castro may be sidelined for now, but he's still a major reason why the TNT Tropang Giga are now just one win away from the Commissioner's Cup Finals. With the injured veteran serving as their inspiration, the Tropang Giga pulled off a 93-85 Game 4 victory against the Rain or Shine Lasso Painters last night. This gives TNT now a commanding 3-1 lead in their best-of-7 showdown. Calvin Oftana led the charge with 26 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds, while Roger Pugoy added 22 markers to help the Tropang Giga regain momentum after dropping Game 3. Castro ruptured the patellar tendon in his right knee in Game 2, ruling him out for the rest of TNT's campaign. After Game 4, the Tropang Giga shared that they are making sure to offer each game to their Kuya Jason.
Malaking bagay din kasi kung nawala si Kuya Jason eh. Kaya itong mga remaining games namin talagang in-offer namin sa kanya. Big factor si Kuya Jason sa amin, pero yun nga, it's not one person na mag-fill up sa shoes ni Kuya Jason. It should be us as a team.
The surgery is done already 2 days ago, so he's just now going to go through the long process of recovery and rehab. So it's going to take at least a year. So next year na natin makikita si Jason.
The PBA Commissioner's Cup semis continue tomorrow at the Araneta Coliseum with Game 5 in both series. In the first match at 5 p.m., the TNT Tropang Giga will look to close out the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters and make their way back to the finals. Then at 7:30 p.m., the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel Gin Kings will also try to secure their spot in the finals as they battle the Northport Batang Pier. Northport managed to avoid a sweep and force a Game 5 after beating Ginebra in Game 4 yesterday 108-103. Kadim Jack will look to follow up on his 39-point outing, while Arvin Tolentino aims to lead the local side once more for the Batang Pier. You can catch both games on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app.
Now let's move on to college basketball as a former NCAA Finals MVP is all set to give the UP Fighting Maroons backcourt a boost. The Maroons announced earlier today that San Beda Red Lion James Payosing has transferred to Diliman. The 6'2" guard averaged 9.7 points and 12.7 rebounds a game for San Beda in its final series against the Mapua Cardinals back in NCAA Season 99, which ended in a title. Payosing will have 2 years of eligibility for UP starting in UAAP Season 89, as he still would need to serve a 1-year residency. The former Finals MVP of the NCAA will be big help for UP since the defending UAP champions have lost key guards Jerry Abadiano, Harold Alarcon, and Terence Fortea by the time he's allowed to play. Coming up here on Play by Play, the League of Cities of the Philippines is taking esports to the next level with its first ever Mobile Legends Bang Bang tournament. Now, how will this impact the future of grassroots of esports here in the country? We will be speaking with the key figures behind it. You don't want to miss that conversation. Stay tuned to Play by Play only here on One News. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play, only on One News. Well, check the League of Cities of the Philippines, or LCB, is making history with its first ever Mobile Legends Bang Bang tournament, bringing amateur esports talent into the spotlight.
Bang, bang. With 149 cities invited to participate and a 3 million peso prize pool. I am in the wrong career.
Di mo naman kailangan daw
at stake. Wow! This competition is shaping up to be a game changer for grassroots esports in the country. And tonight, we speak with key figures behind this groundbreaking initiative. We have with us Malolos City Administrator Joel Eugenio, AP Broadcast Director Roland Susi, and Head of League Operations Shinbu Ponferrada. Good evening and thank you for joining us here on Play by Play.
Sitiad, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ron, maraming salamat. Hindi na maabot, Shinbu.
It's a pleasure, yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here on the show on Play by Play. It's your first time, di ba? First time here.
Yes.
So thank you. Welcome to Play by Play here on One News.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Yes, and syempre this is already on Malolos. Let's talk about Malolos muna because it's been a dominant force sa LCP MLBB tournament. So, what do you think sets your city's teams apart from the rest?
Actually, we're not really apart. With respect to all teams na nagsasumali, all of them are very great, are very good. We just played more dominant or more dynamics and more discipline. That's siguro nag-excel yung dalawang team namin.
Sitiad, I think this next question is appropriate for you kasi you are the city administrator, 'di ba, sa Malolos.
Yep.
So, yung LGU, kamusta? Yung syempre yung local government, sina mayor, kamusta yung support nila dito? Lalo na yung mga kababayan natin, yung mga kapatid natin, mga Bulakenyo, taga Malolos.
Yep.
Kamusta ang gaming doon? In supportan nila yung pagtangkilik sa esports and gaming diyan sa Malolos, Bulacan.
Well, very fortunate yung mga kabataan, because very supportive ang mayor namin. Some events, kasi every barangay, they make a parang inter-barangay or inter-purok, MLBB. Then they ask for supports like LEDs, sound system, and some we get shoutcasters like
Si Ron.
Ron. And
Kumpleto, talagang
Mahirap ang shoutcast.
Pati you give, ang importante doon is you give the kids and yung kumbaga kaysa iba yung ginagawa. Syempre mag-aaral pa rin. But
And it's a safe
aside from
environment.
other, di ba, yung mga bisyo, ito, maganda naglalaro sila, they're focused on it.
Yep.
Di ba? Pati sabi nga, ito may mga shoutcaster pa. Sige, check, I believe, sige, kina Ron and Shinbu naman.
Ayan, syempre pag-usapan natin Minerva Esports and Uncle Drew Gamer Pack nasa Grand Finals. So, how is the city naman celebrating or supporting?
Yeah, for me, na-witness ko personally yung support talaga ng mga local government kasi by the time that we have posted the registration, some of the city coordinators are really messaging us, even though that we already started the first week of broadcast and na yung registration, some of the cities are still messaging us kasi kailan na sila naging aware na merong League of Cities of the Philippines MLBB. So, with that being said, doon pa lang nakikita na namin yung support ng local government sa bawat cities.
Shinbu, punta ako sa'yo, mabilis lang kasi ikaw ang head of league operations.
Yes,
Ika nga. So you're in charge of basically the league. Di ba? Parang commissioner, ikaw talaga nagpapatakbo. Nung sorry.
Yeah, actually, we got our commissioner.
Okay.
It's
Pero-
AJ Ponce.
Si AJ. Pero ikaw yung kumbaga sa'yo
Sa
reporting
mga
to-
marshals,
yeah.
ayan, that's tournament
Hawak mo
structure.
lahat yan.
Yes, yeah.
So nung inalok sa'yo itong head of operations, I'm sure matrabaho ito, di ba? Kasi yun, baka mas gusto mo maglaro ka na lang eh. Sumali ka na lang
Hindi
dito.
puro laro sa esports, kaya medyo may trabaho talaga.
Pero kamusta and how ready are you guys?
Yeah, definitely. We're putting up top-of-the-line production and efforts on this one. On the setups, the venue is actually at Soler North. So, hindi biro yung venue na pre-provide.
Yeah,
Actually, made possible, of course, by Mayor Joy Belmonte and actually ni Miss Veron as well of the LCP background. So, the energy that they put up, in making this as big as possible is top-notch, So, talagang yung effort is there. We've also made sure na hindi lang Malolos actually mare-representa doon. We've actually invited as well other delegates from other cities, to make sure that the venue is filled and a celebration not just of the game but of competition is ever present in LCP MLBB.
Balik tayo kay Ron. So given MLBB, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, Grabe naman ang pagtangkilik. And we Filipinos have shown that we can excel. Na mauhusay tayo dito. We have a lot of great talents who are earning a lot because they're really napakagaling. Di ba, City Ad? So, itong following dito sa Pilipinas, pero kayo, Ron, on your part, as a shoutcaster, as a gamer yourself, and as someone who believes in this na kaya pang palakihin natin to paano natin mamamaximize, lalo na engagement natin across different platforms?
Yun, actually, that's a very good question kasi nabanggit ko nga kanina na yung iba, late nila nalaman na nag-start na pala yung LCP MLBB. We're on the talks right now na magkakaroon kami ng mga local and city tournaments that we're gonna do on-site para bisitahin namin. Because that's the main goal of LCP MLBB, to touch the grassroots talents, the grassroots players, for us to cultivate more. Kaya yun yung isa sa mga plano namin. One of many actually, para sa engagement and for us to widen more the community of esports.
And syempre, the other things that fans can look forward to, content beyond the game. So, what other content can fans expect? Like behind the scenes features, player interviews, or interactive segments? Kasi these are also things na makaka-invite din to people who aren't as familiar with the game itself.
One of the very important na content siguro na ilalabas namin is the journey on how to be a player or how to be an athlete for esports. So doon namin sila ma-inspire kung paano sila sumama sa esports because not everyone is gifted when it comes to physical talent. So yung isang yon, ang esports is one of the career paths siguro na pwedeng kunin nila if you're not physically gifted. That's why we are going to release a video on how are they going to start, what are the disciplines, and what are the fundamentals that they need for them to be an esports player.
City Ad, before we say goodbye, we're running out of time. We wish we had more. Siyempre, what do you wanna tell yung ating mga manonood na ang daming, siyempre, supporters na nanonood, naglalaro ng MLB and yung mga kababayan natin sa Malolos and nationwide na rin, siyempre.
Yan, in behalf of our city mayor, Attorney Christian Natividad, we invite everybody, please join the grand finals and cheer with Malolos. Thank you.
Maraming salamat sa oras ninyo. Thank you so much
Yes.
once again.
Thank you so much for joining.
Kailangan kami ni Chess, kami parang, hindi sa pro
Pro team.
o yung special division, yung
Pwede,
handicap division.
So much.
Pwede. Oo. Yung mga hindi marunong sa mga hero nila. Yan.
Hanggang console lang ako.
Pwedeng magpasalamat saglit, okay lang. Mabilis lang. Just wanna thank also the whole LCP, League of Cities of the Philippines, sila Miss Veron, sila Jam, nandyan. At syempre ang buong advanced play, our commissioner, Sir AJ Ponce, and our director also is Mark Angelo Cerezo. Maraming salamat for making this tournament possible. And also, to all the LGU supporting the LCP MLBB, sana di po sila magsawa.
Yeah. Maraming salamat again for your
Thank
time.
you again for
Thank you.
joining us. Malolos City Administrator Joel Eugenio, AP Broadcast Director Roland Susi, and Head of League Operations, Shinbu Ponferrada. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up, we've got the highlight plays from the PBA and the NBA. That and more when Play-by-Play returns. welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. The Cherry Tigo crossovers begin the PVL All-Filipino Play-In Tournament with a sweep of the Next-led Chameleons. Cherry Tigo faced intense resistance from Next-led but still managed to take the first 2 sets. Then in the third, it was all crossovers as they cruised toward the victory. Final score 25-22, 26-24, and 25-12. Aragalang and Ces Robles both tallied 15 points. Cherry Tigo also benefited from 19 next-led errors while committing only 10 of their own. The crossovers are now just a win away from entering the quarterfinals. Under the play-in tournament, 6 teams are divided into 2 pools where each group plays a single round-robin format. Next-led still has a chance to advance if they beat the Farm Fresh Foxies in Pool B and if Farm Fresh beats Cherry Tigo to force a triple tie. From there, the tiebreaker metrics will determine which team gets to move on to the quarters. Meantime, the Signal HD Spikers take the second play-in match against the Capital One Solar Spikers. Capital One put up a gallant stand early on, even taking the second set, but Signal dominated down the stretch and ultimately prevailed in 4, 25-21, 22-25, 25-17, 25-15. The HD Spikers now fortify their chance to get one of 2 quarterfinal spots left in the All-Filipino tilt.
Well, we've got a couple of big blocks in the PBA plus some great plays from the NBA in tonight's highlight reel. Let's start in the PBA. Northport against Ginebra at the Big Dome. Malonzo to Rosario, denied by William Navarro. That leads to a Northport break. Kadeem Jack recovers. Take a look at this denial again. No, it's close, says William Navarro, the athletic former Blue Eagle. Blocking Troy Rosario's attempt inside. Could have been an easy basket, but Navarro says, no, not today. By the way, Navarro tallied 16 points in that beautiful block. Of course, Batang Pierre beat the Gin Kings in Game 4, 108-103. Northport, though, still down in this series, 3-1. But it is a best-of-7 semifinals series in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. Okay, on to the next one. Another defensive stop, this time in a TNT ROS game, picked up by Nokum. ROS on the break. No, says Ronde Alice Jefferson for Kailan Tiongson. Look at this. Tiongson thought it was an easy layup, but RHJ, a la LeBron there, sticking the ball to the back of the ring, to the backboard. Wow, what a block by RHJ. He finished, by the way, with 17 points, 11 rebounds, and that block right there on Kailan Tiongson. And the TNT defeated Rain or Shine 93-85. TNT now up in this series 3-1. Game 5 for both the series of Rain or Shine and TNT, Ginebra and Northport, will be played tomorrow, Friday, still at the Big Dome Smart Araneta Coliseum. Okay, mula naman sa PBA, let's go to the NBA. Let's go to Boston. Derek White, shot clock winding down. Let's it fly. Bullseye. Wow, from the logo, a la Steph Curry there for Derek White, nonchalantly hoisting that big 3 up. Kumani Kamara tried to challenge. No. Look at that swag from Derek White. And look at the score here. Wow, Boston just pulverizing Denver. D. White, by the way, had 41 points in this one, including 9 threes. And his teammate Peyton Pritchard had 10 triples and 43 markers, marking them now as the first Celtics teammates to each score 40 points in the same game. The Celtics, by the way, beat the Blazers, as I said, 128-118 in Boston. Okay, how about this? Wolves, Hornets, another good game. 2 young fellas going at it. But how about Edwards getting the double team? Does not matter. Reverse by AE. Yusuf Nurkic could not do anything there. There was some help defense, but still, Anthony Edwards so crafty with the letter going. Whew, going glass and the reverse. Edwards, by the way, had 29, and the Wolves win this one, 125-110 in Charlotte. Last play. Nuggets Kings. This is a great story. Russell Westbrook, Brody, turning back the clock. Murray gets the ball on the run. Is the Brody, gets fouled. Count the basket and 1. Foul on Trey Lyles. And I know I said it's a good story. You know why? Because there's this fan who flew all the way from South Korea to Denver to watch his favorite player, Russell Westbrook. He was a fan since his OKC MVP triple-double days. And by the way, the Nuggets win here 116 and 110. And there it is. There's a fan, Kim. He's so happy. Westbrook had team high 12 points. This was the best part, of course. This is what the game is all about, giving back to the fans. And he gets a game-worn jersey by Westbrook. Check. How about that? Grabe. Look at him. Look at him, the joy that it brings. And credit to Westbrook, diba? Kasi people bash him, call him Westbrook and all that. But still, you know, for him to give that jersey to a fan who flew all the way from Korea, priceless.
That's nice. Russ naman, papaiyakin mo ako na Thursday night. Ano ba?
Dapat si Dwayne Wade, though. Pag, ano,
No, he does that.
Okay.
Good job, Russell Westbrook. That's what it's all about. And before we go, we may just see up to 5 Philippine volleyball standouts in the Korean Volleyball League soon. Alyssa Solomon, Mars Alba, Maddie Madayag, and Majoy Baron are joining the 2025 Kovo Asia Quota Draft for the women's division, while Mark Espejo will take a shot at making the men's division for a second time. Solomon, the UAAP Season 86 Finals MVP from NU, is making a bold move by foregoing her final year to pursue a professional career overseas after this season. Baron and Alba, who are both currently in the PVL, are looking to take their games to new heights. As for Madayag, she's hoping for a fresh start in Korea after playing in Japan for the Kurobe Aqua Fairies. Espejo looks to return to Korea, where he won a championship with the Incheon Korean Air Jumbos. The team picked him 3rd overall during the 2023 draft, though he saw limited playing time that season. Espejo is currently also in Japan with the Kubota Spears Osaka. The 2025 Kovo Asia Quota Draft will be held on April 11. Good luck to all the Pinoy players. We love to see it.
Grabe, no, check. We were just talking about it, I think, was it last night? I can't remember, but you know how proud we are of Filipino athletes, just making us really proud. Ito, another batch, and the volleyball athletes just making us really proud. It says, and yung, di ba, yung mga basketball players making it abroad in Korea and Japan, that just goes to show that talent that we have now,
Yes.
pwede natin ipagmalaki kahit saan man.
And we will always be here to tell your stories.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all from us tonight. You can catch us again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Filipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Chaska Liton Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night.